right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. I'm Bathaka Jim as Dallas. I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson. I think I'm going to entitle this one, "The Lord is a balanced power of good and evil." The Lord is a balanced power of good and evil. And that's balance, man. You know, you have good on one hand, and you have evil on another hand. You know, that's balance, man. You know, equal amounts of weight on each side of the scale, man, you know, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And that's the Lord, man. He's about balance, you know, balance in weight, balance in measure. You know what I'm saying? He goes into that throughout the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just again, to the unlearned, you know, anyone thinking that the Lord is all love, that he doesn't do any evil, primarily these Christians out here, you know what I'm saying? You know, stop giving the Lord's credit to Satan. You know, they love to say Satan. Now, although don't get it twisted, Satan works for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Lord, on the left-hand side. The ultimate credit goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know, the Most High Yahweh created good and evil, man. You know what I'm saying? He has a left hand and he has a right hand. You know what I'm saying? So stop giving the Lord's credit to Satan, man. You know, the Lord wants his credit, you know, and that's why he has his men set up, you know, and out here, you know, the prophets in these last days bringing these truths out. You know what I'm saying? Bringing these things to light, man. You know, who he actually is, man, because these people don't know the true nature of the Lord, man. You know, they have no clue, no idea who he actually is, how he moves, how he gets down, man, what he's about. You know, they don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? So he has his servants, the prophets, out here in these last days, bringing these truths out, you know, bringing these things out, you know. So the Lord is a balanced power of good and evil. So without any further ado, let's just get into some scriptures, you know, just proving that point, man. He's not all love. This Proverbs 11:1. We'll start right here. Slakia, wow, man. Never fails. Proverbs 11:1. And it reads, "A false balance is abomination to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but a just weight is his delight," man. You know, and that's clear and to the point, man. You know what I'm saying? Very self-explanatory. A false balance, man. You know, if you got a false bet, if you get a scale and you put you know, a weight or amount of something on one side of that scale, you know what I'm saying, and you don't put equal amounts or nothing on the other side of the scale, that scale is going to tilt downward on one side of the scale, man, which is a false balance. To get balance on the scale, you're going to have to put equal amounts of weight on each side of the scale, man. You know what I'm saying? Which will equal a balance, you know. And that's what the Lord is about, man. You know what I'm saying? Perfect balance, perfect weight, perfect measure. You know what I'm saying? So Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is abomination to the Lord. So abomination, that means he hates it, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, but a just weight is his delight, man. And that just weight is that balance, man. You know, that equal portion on each side, you know. And he has a left hand and he has a right hand. And he has equal balance of good and evil, man. You know, on his right hand, of course, represents the good, and the left hand represents the evil, man. You know, which is the right hand is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ. And on the left hand, you have Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? And his minions, you know, the demons on the left hand, man. Those are the things that's working in the earth, man, 24/7 for the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord wants his credit. Stop giving his credit to Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that we just read it. A false balance is abomination. He hates that, you know, but a just weight is his delight. So the Lord is a balanced power, man. And as a matter of fact, let's prove that balance. When you go into Isaiah, the 45th chapter, and you jump down to verse 7, this is a clear balance. This is clearly the balance of the Lord, man. This is Isaiah 47 and Isaiah 45 and verse 7. And it reads, "I form the light and create darkness." There, right there in that first sentence, you have light and dark, light and darkness, you know, polar opposites. Opposite ends of the spectrum. Balance. You know what I'm saying? I form the light and create darkness. I make peace or / good and create evil. There it is. Peace and evil, or good and evil. There it is. That's, again, polar opposites, total opposite ends of the spectrum, man. You know what I'm saying? I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord is telling you clearly that Isaiah 45:7 through the prophet Isaiah, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord is letting you know he's that balanced power. That's balance right there. And we just read it in Proverbs 11:1, man. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, man. But a just weight is his delight, man. So that's why this proves that balance, man. That balanced power that the Lord is. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So each polar opposites, the Lord is about that, man. And that's how he gets down, man. As a matter of fact, when you read in Amos, the 3rd chapter, let's get that real quick. It's Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. What does it say? It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be, and that trumpet, man, is a warning, man, which these people are getting ready to hear. That trumpet, they gonna get that warning sign, that siren, when it goes off, like very bad weather, tornadoes and such, but they're getting ready to hear that siren, when this third world's war pop off, man. And that fear is going to hit the city, throughout the earth, man, basically. You know what I'm saying? That fear is going to hit, man. So Amos 3:6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city and the Lord hath not done it? There it is, man. If evil is done in a city, or basically throughout the four corners of the earth, you know what I'm saying? It's the Lord that's doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? When that trumpet goes off, no matter where it goes off, the Lord is causing these things to happen to make that trumpet sound, man. That siren that these people are about to hear when this third world's war breaks out. You know what I'm saying? So those evils that are done in a city throughout the four corners of the earth, it's the Lord that's doing it. So again, stop giving the Lord's credit to Satan. Although again, Satan works for the Lord on the left-hand side, but at the end of the day, the Most High is the Don, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the man, and Satan is one of his goons, man, that he sends out on these people. And go teach, like if you think about those Italians, man, go down the street and teach Johnny a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what hey, man, where do you think that came from? These things that's playing out on the earth, hey, that comes from the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. These things happen in the heavens, then they manifest in the earth, man. So it comes from the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So those evils that are done, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it's the Lord doing it. No matter what it is. If a little baby gets his head crushed or ran over by a diesel, hey, man, it's the Lord that did that. That's something that would be considered an evil in the city, man. But it's the Lord that did. As a matter of fact, there's a video, I got it somewhere, of this little Asian lady. She got out of a car. I guess she was Uber or taxi, some type of, because she wasn't driving and somebody was driving. And she pulls up to her destination, gets out the car, gets her baby out of the car, and didn't make sure she pulled him up onto the walk up on the curve, and the baby stumbled back, and the person, whoever was driving, was starting to take off, and the baby's head went under the tire of that car, man. And so that very thing, I had a video, I think I still got it in my phone, but hey, so that illustration, I actually have one in my phone, of that very thing. That was judgment, man, but that was the Lord. That's that evil in the city, man. You know what I'm saying? So these things are of the Lord, man, So understand that, man. So, and at the end of the day, the Lord will send evil angels, which again, Satan, man, left hand, his minions, that left hand side, man. The Lord deals like that. He'll send evil angels among these people, man. So let's real quick. This is Psalms chapter 78. And we're going to jump down to verse 49 to make that point. This is Psalm 78 and 49. It reads, he casts upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation, that righteous anger, Salakia, and trouble by sending evil angels among them. Boom. You know, you people think that the Lord is all love. Then what are we reading right here, man? You know what I'm saying? For you Christians, you unlearned. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who thinks that the Lord is all love, you know, because most people, they'll say that, you know, God is love. You know, the Bible is a book of love, not knowing what the hell they're talking about. The Bible tells you in the Bible, you know, in Ezekiel, man, I believe it's the 2nd chapter in verse 10, you know, what's contained within and without of the Bible, lamentations, mourning, and woe, man. None of them are good, bro. None of them. Those are neither one of them, lamentation, mourning, and woe. Neither one of them are good, man. But that's what the Bible says, that's contained within and without of the Bible on each side of the page, all through the Bible, all from beginning to the end, man. You know, that's what it's talking about, and that's what's contained. So why would you call it a book of love, man? Although, don't get it twisted, the Most High is love, man. You know, but he don't love everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? In these times, he loves his elect. You know, he don't even love his whole nation. That's why he's going to put the majority of them to death, pursuant to Zechariah, the 13th chapter in verse 8. 2 parts got to be cut off and die, man. You know, so if that don't tell you something, nothing will, man. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We're gonna continue with the lesson, man. You know, so he created, he'll send evil angels among these people, man. And he does that, man. These things are happening. You know, when these evils happening, how do you think they're happening? The angels, man. You know what I'm saying? And he created, as a matter of fact, let's get that in Proverbs, because he created the wicked for the day of evil. Let's get that in Proverbs, the 16th chapter, real quick. You know, he created a nation of people specifically for an evil day, to bring forth an evil day, man. So hello, but he's all love. Stop, bro. This is Proverbs 16 and verse 4, and it reads, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked, which is a nation of people, the Edomites, the biblical red Hebrew Edomites, which in these times are called white people. They call themselves Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? Their true biblical identity are red Hebrew Edomites. They're Edomites, man, who go back to their forefather Esau, you know, and who cried, you know what I'm saying? And of course, Edom means red. Esau means wasted away as he, man. They don't have any pigment, you know, which was taken when their forefather Esau, not Salakia, goes back to Cain in the garden, which is Esau in the reincarnation. In the beginning with Cain, killed Abel, man. You know, his brother Abel. You know, the Lord put that mark of leprosy, took his melanin away from him, and kicked him out of the garden, man. Out of the garden. You know what I'm saying? And he feared for his life, but the Lord has had a hedge of protection around these devils, so nobody can touch him until the Lord gets ready to touch him. You know what I'm saying? So, and those are the people though, man. You know what I'm saying? Going back to those people, man. The Lord, Proverbs 16 and 4, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So there's an evil day coming. Hello, because of this particular nation of people that the Lord created to bring that evil day upon everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's going to go through it, man. You know, no one's going to be outside of that. You know, Jacob's trouble is going to touch everybody, man. Which is that evil day that it's talking about. Jacob's trouble is on the way, man. You know, we're already in it. It's just going to escalate and get worse, man, as we continue to go. You know, you see these devils working, man. They at work, man, and these devils ain't playing games, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake out here playing, but the Lord ain't playing, and he ain't got these devils playing. These devils are about their mission, man. You know, and Jake gonna find out the hard way, you know. So, you know, the Lord created these people to bring forth an evil day, you know. So the Lord is about a balance, man. He's a power of good and evil. And guess what? Job understood that, man. Our forefather Job understood that very point and thing. So let's get that real quick. This is Job chapter 2. And we're going to jump down to verse 9. I'm going to start at verse 9, dealing with his wife. You know, of course, you know, Satan, you know, well, actually, the Lord presented Job to Satan. You know what I'm saying? Have you considered my servant Job, man? You know, and of course Satan rebutted with, you know, yeah, he can't be touched. Got a hedge of protection around him. Take that hedge off of him. You know, so Satan basically felt like he could get Job to go against the Lord if he took the hedge protection off. So the Lord granted what Satan asked for. You know what I'm saying? He took the hedge of protection from around Job, told him he could have his way with him, roughly, you know, just roughly paraphrasing, just kind of giving some ground, laying some groundwork, you know, to build up to the verse we're going to start at. You know, and he gave Satan that access to Job. You know what I'm saying? He told him he could do whatever he wants. You just couldn't kill him. So of course, you know, Job, you know, took his family. You know, Job lost everything. Had boils from his crown to his feet, from head to toe. You know, and was going through it at the hand of Satan. You know what I'm saying? But Job kept his integrity. But watch what this wicked ass woman says, man. You know, so that's the point. That's what we're starting in right here. This is Job chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, "Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity?" Which Job did, man. And that's a point and lesson to you brothers, man. Any of you Akim that's listening, man. Always retain your integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? Our forefather Job is a clear-cut example of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, "Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die." You know? In verse 10, this is the response from Job to his wicked ass wife, man. It reads, "But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we," he said, "what? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? In all this, did not Job sin with his lips?" Yeah, man, because as we've been going through this lesson, we're making a point that the Most High brings evil. He's a power of balance. You know what I'm saying? So Job didn't sin when he said that. It was a true statement. You know, shall we receive good at the hand of the Lord, of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil, which is balance, man? Good and evil. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is a balanced power of good and evil. Christians, unlearn. You know, anybody that thinks the Lord is all love. No, man, he's a power of balance, man. You know what I'm saying? So Job didn't sin with his lip, making that statement, man. You know what I'm saying? Which we've been proving that point all throughout this lesson. So let's make a final point. You know, let's go to the parable of the rich man and Lazarus real quick. Just to make one final point. What is that? Luke 16. And we'll jump down to the point in verse 25. And you can see it in the heading, the rich man and Lazarus, you know. So it's going into the parable, and it's all red letters, Yahushua speaking. We'll get to the point. This is Luke 16 and 25, and it reads, "But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy light," as a matter of fact, let's read up, give us some context. Let's see. Let's start at verse 23. Luke 16 and 23. "And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments." Let's start at verse 22. Salakia. Luke 16 and 22. "And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into the..." Hold on. Okay, yeah, Luke 16 and 22. "And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom," which represents the kingdom of heaven. "The rich man also died and was buried." So both of, you know, the Lazarus, the beggar died, and the rich man died, which basically this is a parable, you know. So it's going into these two nations. Esau represents the rich man, and Lazarus, the beggar, represents the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negroid descent. You know what I'm saying? It says, "And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom." So the kingdom of heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the Israelites going to be untouchable to these people, man, and by these people, man. You know, that's why it's using the the wording of far off, man. You know, we're going to be in the kingdom of heaven. That's what Abraham's bosom represents, all the promises and everything that's been promised to his people, the Israelites, man. So it says, in hell, he lifted up his eyes, being in torments. Now, that hell is not talking about fire in the center of the earth, man. That's talking about a condition that these people are going to be in, man. You know, these people are getting ready to go into heavy torment, torture, captivity, slavery. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore slavery, you know, and they're going to want mercy. And of course, James 2:13, they're the only nation that's not going to receive any mercy because they showed no mercy. So he's going to be in them torments, wanting mercy, getting his ass beat, and he's not going to receive it. You know, that's what this is going into, man. It's a parable. It says, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me. See, there it is, that mercy. He's going to want mercy because of what he's going to be going through, those measures he's going to be under, you know, that torture, the pain, the punishments, the anger of the Israelites, man. Hey, bro, we already, the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 34 and 18, I believe, you know, to meditate terror, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers already be meditating some hardcore things, man, you know, that they gonna do to these devils. And we ain't even got the full capacity of our brains as we're gonna have, you know, when we get those glorified bodies, man. So, bro, they in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in torment in this flame. So that proves right there, it ain't talking about some hellfire down in the middle of the center of the earth where people are getting burned, man. Spirits are being burned, you know. Spirit can't drink anyway. So, but it says that Lazarus may dip the tip of his finger, send Lazarus. So Lazarus is supposed to go into hell, into the hellfire with the rich man Esau, and dip his feet. Where the water come from? How can water, you know, exist in fire like that? If those flames are, you know, come on, man. None of that makes sense, bro. You know, man, he may dip the tip of his tongue, Salaki, the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. All that represents is that he's going to want mercy from what he's going to be going through, man, the condition he's going to be under. That's what it's talking about, because he's going to be in hardcore slavery up under the Israelites. But here's the point in verse 25. It says, but Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things. There's your good. And likewise, Lazarus, evil things. There's that balance, good and evil, man. You know, one nation, when they got it good, the other nation's going to have it bad, man. One nation's going to be lofty, exalted, you know, high or on top, you know, above everything, like the scriptures tell the Israelites if they had hearkened to the voice of the Lord in Deuteronomy 28. You know, he would set them above all nations. You know, that's that exaltation, that's that loftiness, that's your kingdom of heaven. That's heaven, man. You know, and of course the other nation is going to be in hell, in that lower state. One is high, the other one is low, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's going into. That's your heaven and hell, man. It's not talking about a place you go. It's a condition that you're under. So but Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. That's changing of places, like that movie with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, man. You know what I'm saying? Changing places, man. That's getting ready to happen, man. You know, these things are about to happen. These people have in their lifetime had good things, and Lazarus evil, you know. They out here been getting hung, put to death in hardcore slavery, still getting put to death to this very day. You know, Jay can't catch a break, can't get loans, you know, in the worst projects, ghettos, vadios, reservations, in the worst places. You know, Jake is going through it. That's those evil things. That's that evil that the Lord brought upon his people, man, for going off. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, the remnant is returning, you know what I'm saying? And things are being made right, man. So the Lord is going to forgive his nation of people. He's going to take them back. He's going to become their power again. And he's going to set them on high above these nations, man. So that's the good and the evil. That's that perfect balance, because the Lord is a balanced power. You see it right here in the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, or the rich man and Lazarus. You know what I'm saying? And again, these are dealing with two nations, Esau and the nation of Edom, Esau, and Jacob, the Israelites, the nation of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let's get one more. One more came to my mind. Let's get Psalms, what is that, 34, I believe. And let's jump down to verse 29. Psalms, whoa. Salakia, not Psalms, Job. Still back in the book of Job, 34. And we're going to jump down to verse 29. Because the Lord deals with nations. This is Job 34 and 29. When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And the answer to that rhetorical question is no one. And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Again, no one. Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. So boom, that proves that the Lord deals with nations. He deals with individuals. Don't get it twisted. He judges individually, but he judges and deals with nations. And that's exactly what the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, or the rich man and Lazarus, is about, man. The nation of Esau, which is the so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, the Edomites in this time, and the nation of Israel, which is representative of Lazarus, the beggar. You know what I'm saying? Those on the bottom of this society. Which, what does the scripture say in Matthew 5 and 5? The meek shall inherit the earth. These are the things that's coming to the nation of Israel. But the point being, the Lord is a balanced power of good and evil. I think that point has been made. So we're going to bring this lesson to a close. With that, hopefully, this was edifying to the hopeful elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahabakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shah Dawadash, Shalom.